You ever feel like you're giving a great presentation, but the buyer just isn't connecting with it?
Are you asleep?
You might be selling features when you should be matching benefits. In today's 5-minute sales training, we're going to talk about stop selling features, start matching the benefits to the buyer's lives. And we'll break down how the best sales professionals translate everyday life details into meaningful, personalized moments. Because when the buyer sees themselves in the home, that's when confidence builds. That's when decisions get made. All right, let's get into it. Most salespeople know how to talk about features. Some go a step further and explain the benefits. But the true pros, they match the benefit to the buyer's life in a way that makes it feel like the home already understands them. And I call this benefit matching. It's one of the most powerful tools in your toolbox. Now, here's the problem with how most salespeople approach this. They memorize features and then they memorize benefits. And when a buyer shows up, they hit play and start reciting their well-rehearsed lines.
Would you like to buy some?
Benefit matching is different. It's not about selling what you like. It's not even about selling what most people like. It's about selling what this buyer, the one right in front of you, will love because you actually listened, noticed, and cared enough to connect the dots.
I got to be where I am by connecting the dots.
Let's make this real. You're touring the home and the buyer casually mentions that they have 2 kids ages 1 and 3. They don't say anything at all about toys. But come on, we all know what that means. Toys everywhere. Later, you walk into a flex space just off the great room and you say, "This is such a great spot to keep the toys in play but out of the way." That's benefit matching. You just turned a quick detail of their lives into a personalized benefit. I'll give you a story from my own life. A couple of years ago, my wife and I were shopping for a hot tub. Just browsing, not serious buyers yet. But during the conversation, the salesperson picked up on the fact that I play ice hockey. Totally casual, no deep discovery, just a little nugget. But later he said, "You ever get home from a game feeling wired and then have a hard time getting to sleep?" This is perfect therapy, not just for tired muscles, but for better sleep. It's perfect for a hockey player. He nailed it. That's benefit matching. He didn't just sell the jets or the warranty or the built-in Bluetooth speakers. He matched the product to my life. And yes, we bought it, and yes, he was exactly right. Benefit matching is about what you do with the information that you discover. It's a mental discipline. You're always cataloging in real time. You hear a life detail, you log that implication, you link it to a feature, and then you translate it into a personalized benefit. That's the formula.
Like a steel trap.
Listen for the life detail, log the implication, link it to a feature, translate it into a benefit that fits that particular buyer. Let's try another one. The buyer says that their high schooler was recently working on a messy science fair project. And later you step into a kitchen with a massive island and say, "Here it is. This is your science lab." That's not a pitch. That's insight. That's relevance. That's what makes people feel like you get them and the home gets them. Now, a couple of bonus tips here. First, use connecting language. You can say things like, "You mentioned earlier that, and so I wanted to show you this." It lets the buyer know that you were paying attention and that you are tailoring the experience just for them. Second, make sure it feels natural. This isn't about clever phrasing or selling with gimmicks. It should feel like something a good friend might say to them that they pointed out. Then finally, don't stretch. Not every detail leads to a benefit. If you try and force it, it comes across as manipulation. But when you get it right, when the match is real, it's really, really powerful. So, the next time you're walking a buyer through a home, don't just list the features. Don't just describe your version of the benefits. Match the benefits to the customer's life. Benefit matching creates personal relevance, and personal relevance builds buyer confidence. That's the moment when the tour stops feeling like a sales process and starts feeling like home. All right, if this helped, boy, if you think you're leveling up your game, give it a thumbs up if you would, please, and hit that subscribe button. We've got more real-world strategies coming your way because better sales don't just happen, they are built. Until next time, everybody, learn more to earn more.